Hi everybody. Let me figure out one more thing on the camera. I need to figure out the latency while everybody's joining. I always forget where to go for that. There it is. Okay. I think I want okay. It's going to reconnect. All right, there we are. Hi everybody. Welcome. I hope you're having a fabulous morning. I thought we would get on here and cut out a Brunella. Those of you who have been on my socials, you've seen the last one I did, my practice one. I'll show it to you all. I'm a little afraid I won't be able to live up to the first one because I am in love with the first bag that I made. I'm struggling with picking out materials because all I want to use is checks, and I know I need to do something without checks. So maybe you guys can help me. Whoops, I had a pattern piece sticking to my elbow. I am going to show you what we're cutting out. So this right here is the Brunella. It is such a gorgeous pattern. It's from Shamballa. It's in the Zodiac membership. Sometimes she releases these patterns separately by themselves at a later date. The membership for, I think it's maybe 2 or 3 patterns is $25, I believe. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But you guys, this pattern makes such a gorgeous bag. It is just, I am so in love with the end result of this bag. I hope you guys love it too. I did try piping here with there's actual piping cord in there. I don't have a piping foot. I got as close to it as I could on my cylinder arm. I think it looks pretty good. I did the handles differently because I realized after I cut them out, it was 3/4 inch wide buckles. She has buckles here and here, and I only have 1 inch. And so I just subbed a rectangle ring instead, which worked great. I think on this one that I'm going to cut out today, I'm just going to do regular 1 inch wide handles so I can use my 1 inch buckles. I'm not going to do this see how these handles are tapered? So they're wider up here and they're tapered down there, which is so cute if you have the correct hardware. I do not. And it's got this, front functional slip pocket here. It's got a zipper pocket back here. You could totally put a crossbody strap, attach it on the sides if you wanted to do it that way. These handles are nice and big. I mean, they go over, it's a nice big handle width. And then inside it's got, a divided slip pocket and a zipper pocket. And I used vinyl for this middle part. I absolutely love it. I think it turned out great. So we're going to cut one of these out. You guys can help me pick out my materials though, because I'm not quite sure. Oh, and this handle right here, this handle option, you can connect it directly to the bag and skip this hardware here. I kind of like to be able to have my handles fall down and not be directly attached to my bag. So that's my preferred, way to do it. Totally up to you. You could do the straps going down the back here as well, just like the front. I just left it with the big pocket though. So there are options. You got options. All right, so I need to figure out how I am going to design this next bag. I have an idea. There are a lot of pattern pieces. It was a little bit overwhelming the first time I cut this bag out. I will not lie. There's just lots of bits and pieces. And I definitely had to figure out where everything went. It took me a while. I took my time. I went slow on this bag and I sewed it up in like the span of 3 days. So that was, you know, it was kind of enjoyable just to sit down and take my time with this bag. All right, here are my ideas, you guys, for design options. So I have this rose vinyl from Your Vinyl Source that I've been wanting to use. It's really pretty. And then I thought just some black and then accent like I did with the blue on there. I would accent with the purple. That's my first thought. For inside, I'm trying to find, see, I think that's too much. Not sure if that really goes. Guys, but look how perfect the checks go. I can't. It just goes with everything. I just don't know what to do. So obviously I could do checks always, but I'm trying to steer away. My other option was just this darker purple and maybe this. Don't know if I have enough of this. I would have to use something as an accent if I did this. Maybe like a gray. I could do a gray. What do you guys think? Give me your opinions. I need some advice. I'm not sure what to do. I'm not sure. Does any of that? I'm thinking I'm leaning towards this and adding a gray. Do the checks. I know I've been doing checks on everything, Annette. Everything I've been sewing up has checks on it. What is the purpose of having the inside zip pocket down into the bottom of the bag? It's not all the way down into the bottom of the bag, Misty. The actual zipper pocket stops. It's just that panel goes all the way down. The zipper pocket doesn't go all the way down inside your bag. Do whatever makes you happy. Well, checks make me happy. Purple as the accent, like this purple. Sorry, I'm having my little daily vitamins. Okay, let me see how much of this I have. I probably do have enough of this to do the inside. Okay, I think I'll do the inside in this. Steer away from the checks on this bag, even though that would be my preferred. And then I'm gonna grab, just a second. I have lots of new, ooh, see, and then that. I think that's what we're gonna do. Okay, that. No checks today. Look good? Okay. All right, let's do that, guys. All right, this is gonna take me a hot second. I do wanna sew this bag up live. It's going to be a 2-part video because it is kind of a lot of steps. I don't think I can sit down and sew it all in one sitting. So I will be doing a 2-part sew live this week. So just FYI. All right, this purple is Orchid from Tulip Bee. My blue on here was her Arctic from Tulip Bee, and it sewed up so beautifully. It's a little soft, so you need to be careful about tear with your feed dogs and the bottom of your walking foot. So if you know that your machine tends to tear softer vinyl, just be really careful when sewing with this material. I absolutely love it. It makes a gorgeous bag. So I'm going to use it again on this one. And then I am using Tulip Bee's black. I'm not sure what the name of this one is. What's your black called, Annette? And then this is Your Vinyl Source, Wonderground, Wonderground. Nice mix. All right, let's start. Excuse me. Felt that sneeze coming. All All right, I'm going to kind of put the camera in and down so you guys can see what I'm doing a little bit better as I cut. Okay. To resituate. Is that better? I think that's better. And I am on my camera, so we shouldn't have to worry about, or I shouldn't have to worry about phone calls or my feed being messed up. So we should be good. All right, here we go. All right, there are a lot of pieces. There are lots of templates. You don't necessarily need all your templates. I am not going to need my templates for this one just because, well, I guess the only one I'm going to need is the ones with the buckles on them. So I'll dig those out later. I'm just taking out all of these other templates. There's option A, option B. You need to figure out which one you're doing. The best way that I have found was I cut out, she even had, look at this. She even has this so you can color it and figure out what you want where. Isn't that cool? I am doing handle option B on the back and then handle option A for the long straps. So A for the long straps, B for the other ones. That's hard to remember. I'm going to go like this. Right? Yes. And then B for these handles. It just, you cut different sizes of things. So I'm kind of putting those there for my reference so I can remember when I'm looking at the pieces, option A or B. I did cut out all of the cut chart. It helps me kind of look back to it. I always cut out this picture of the bag if the pattern has it, and it kind of helps you see what you're cutting where. Sometimes pattern makers or pattern designers have everything labeled too, which is helpful. But I like to have these laying out while I cut. Yeah. I mean, okay. Sorry. Have you guys heard of these Grun's daily nutrition? It's like a mega vitamin in gummy bears. I've been trying them. They're pretty good. All right. The nice thing about her pieces is they're outlined with different colors. So I know the ones outlined in red are my interfacing. Okay. So I'm going to put my interfacing pieces aside. And then the different, you know, parts of the bag have different colors. So this is going to be my black color. Okay. I'm just going to sort these real quick so I know what I'm cutting where. Front panel, bottom. I gusset. That's going to be my black. That's going to be my purple. Lining. Back panel, bottom. What did I do? Black. Okay. This. Sorry, I should have done this before I started. It's a Shamballa. Yep. Step away from the check. I am. I'm not doing check, guys. I am stepping away from the check. I will not do it. I really wanted to, though. Here, actually, I think I'll do that one purple this time. All right, zipper panel. I'm going to do that purple, right? Yes. Lining, contrast band purple, bottom black, top purple, zipper tab, that's going to be black. All right, so handle, option A, no, I want option B, so I'm putting that one aside. Lining, zipper pocket top there, buckle connector. I'm just gonna wait to cut out my handles. Back panel, middle. What did I do for that? Black. Black. Oh, A or B? Option B. Back option A, I want that one. Okay. And then I'll put those away for now because I'm not sure about those. All right. I know that seems like a lot. It really does help to look at the picture and figure out what you're doing. So this is all of my black material. And which one is this? What's my checkered? Front panel, bottom. Okay, this is my only rose color that I have. Which, actually, I'm just going to use the measurements. And this is my linings. And this is my purple. Okay, let's do it. Listening to Bigfoot encounters while watching. That's awesome. All right, I'm just going to use my ruler. Sometimes it's a little easier when they're just squared pieces. Oh, I may need to put in a new blade. We'll see. And I don't think this rose print has, I don't think it's directional. I think it's pretty much any way I want it, so I don't need to worry too much about it being the right way directionally. My washing machine is done. I got the rose vinyl from Your Vinyl Source. Not sure if it's in stock. I got it quite a while ago. A couple months ago. So she had it like in this white and black, and then she had a black and gold. That was really pretty cool. All right, so there's that piece. And I am going to clip everything as I go so I can keep it all together. Okay. So my other rose pieces, I think, are just going to be the backside of my straps. So I'm going to cut those out real quick, and I'm just using the measurements on the cut chart for that. I'm doing front strap and back strap. All right. So I'm going to do it double-sided. So I'm just doing a 2-inch wide cut because, again, like I said, I'm not doing the tapered handle like she has in the pattern because I don't have the right hardware for it. So we're going to do it this way. Sorry, I'm just looking at measurements. Hi from Scotland. You're at the dentist. Oh my goodness. Good luck at the dentist. Double check my measurement there. Oh wait, I almost cut out 2 worth. So the other side of the handle is going to be the purple. Okay, so there's one side of my handle. So the front and back handles are going to be different lengths because they're connected differently for the bag I'm making. So I'm connecting the front, but with a buckle this time like that. But the back, I'm just connecting right up here instead of doing the buckles all the way down. So your handles are going to be cut at different lengths. So make sure you pay attention to that when you're cutting it out. So my other one's going to be a little shorter. All right, so there's my one side of my back handle. And then for the rose, I think the only other piece I need is, that's it. That's all I'm using for that. All right, so I can put this one away. It's just a slight accent to my bag. So you don't need a lot. If you're just doing the front accent and other side of the handle like I did, you could obviously add it in more places, but I kind of liked it just with a pop of it. So that's what we're going to do. Just a pop. All right. We're going to do all of the purple pieces next. Let's do it. Hi, Natalie. All right. So my purple pieces, hopefully, I think I'm going to go ahead and cut out my handles just like I did for the rose color. I'm going to do it for the purple for the other side of the big handles, and I'm going to cut the short handles as well. So many ways you could cut these, guys. You can use your big mat under here. I tend to just use my ruler a lot. However, you are comfortable doing it. All right. All right, right there. All right, so that's the other side of my front handle. And then I'm going to do my back handle here. I'm going to have to go grab a tissue. Sorry about that. I'm sniffing. I'm not sure when I'm going to hop on to start sewing this. I don't know if it'll be tonight or tomorrow. I haven't decided yet. If I have energy tonight, I might do a nighttime sew. I always have big hopes and dreams, so we'll see. All right, so here's the back side to my handle. And then I'm going to do the short grab handles, which I forget the length of those. Let's see, handle options. I want handle option B. Sorry guys, just a second. Handle option B, here it is. Here it is. All right. So she has these handles as well. She has them 2 inches wide. Whoops. And so you're putting the two pieces together. If you're just doing it the same color like this one, you can do a 4-inch wide and cut out a piece and then do a double fold on it. I think that's what I'm going to do this time around, because I kind of know what I'm doing a little bit more. So I'm doing a 4-inch wide piece for my handle instead. Cutting out a Charlie sling. So sew up tonight would be love to sew live tonight. Storming here. Oh, is it? I think we're supposed to get another storm as well. I think a little bit of snow again. All right, so there's my 2 handles. And then I'll go ahead and do my connector because I'm doing the connector piece. All right. All right, so there's my, that'll be cut down into 4 pieces for my handle connectors. Beautiful. Okay. And then the last connector piece is my buckle connector, which I am doing wider than the pattern because of the hardware I'm using. So that's this piece right here. So I just need the length on that. So instead of 3/4 inch hardware, I am doing 1 inch. It's an easy way to alter it. It doesn't take too much thinking. I don't think it does, at least. Hi, Shanova. All right. What did I say? Oh my gosh, what am I looking at? Not the handle. I want... Oh, I put it behind me. Duh. Okay. Okay. Beautiful. All right, connectors, handles, buckle pieces, done. Oh, and then she has a little strap loop. So I'm going to do that as well. It's just a tiny little piece. Since I'm doing the buckles, I'm going to do the strap loop. Okay. Just a little bitty guy. Okay, done. Alrighty, so let's cut out the rest of our purple pieces. We need our flap. Not sure. I always have such a hard time knowing how to cut vinyl rolls, guys, and making it last. I don't know. I always like to leave like a long strip in case I need a strap of some kind, but I've kind of already cut out my straps. I will need piping though, so I need to make sure I have enough for the piping strips. I'm going to do that again. All right, sorry, I am reading comments. Your puppy's licking the computer. I gave my puppy a couple of Bones, my puppies, some bones before I started the video so they would be happy. It's only 30 degrees outside and I don't want to take them for a walk. I probably will later, but oof, it's just so cold. We're normally not this cold this early in the season. I don't like it. So you can leave the flap raw edged. I don't like to leave a raw edge flap. I like to do a finished. And this vinyl is so soft and nice and thin that it folded and I was able to do a, you know, finished edge flap just fine. So I'm going to do that again. And I'm just doing, you know what? Yeah, no, I like it purple on both sides. We're going to do purple on both sides for this. I bought the new Sincerely Jen wallet, the Vestibule, I think is what it's called. Is that what it's called? In the mini and the regular size. I think I'm going to make a couple of wallets to match these bags. I thought that would be cute. So we'll have to do that too. Okay, so I've got a front and a back. You don't have to do both vinyl. You could do the, you know, the lining side a different material, but I'm doing both purple vinyl for mine. Okay, I'm going to go grab a tissue real quick. I'll be right back. Are you just watching her chew it? You're so weird. Okay. It's like 66 degrees in my basement, so I think that's why my nose is running. Just turned up the heat. Okay, other big pieces from this. You don't really need, I guess, that inside lining piece, right? This one right here. Hi, Carol. 67. I wish it was that warm here. Yeah, we're usually not this cold so early. It's going to be one of those years, I think. We already got hit with all that snow. Kind of crazy. All right, this is that inside middle lining piece that the zipper pocket goes into. It's really cute. It's a drop-in lining, so it doesn't make it too thick to finish. It's really cute. So I'm doing that for the inside pocket. And then it's got a top piece on it as well, right here. You're making the vestibule right now, Jennifer? You'll have to tell me what you think. I think it looks pretty cute. I don't know how difficult. Does it seem very difficult? Why can't my rulers all have the right markings on them? Why is that a thing? We talked about this, I think, in a Patreon video. Hi, sister. My sister's sitting at an airport waiting for her daughter to come pick her up. Nope, I cut that wrong. Or this piece is wrong. Huh. This piece is measuring a little bit bigger than what the measurements are on it. Does that make sense? Or maybe I'm just dumb. My brain's just not working right now. Okay, that's the inside zipper pocket top. Any more purple pieces? Yes. We need the front and back panel top. What's going on with you, Natalie? The definition of an intense moving cyclone. What's going on? You guys getting a bad storm? Okay, front and back top panel. And then I need my contrast band. Off topic here, but your hair looks so incredibly smooth. Oh, thank you, sister. Thank you. I flat ironed it. Whenever I flat iron it, it just makes it look pretty. Better double check my, yep. Hi, Valerie. Lining contrast bands. Done. Last thing I have is the zipper panel. Okay, there's the exterior for my zipper panel. I'll still need to cut a lining side to that. But there's that. Okay, we're getting a good pile back here going. I think now the only other things I need out of this is my piping. And I'm going to do a little trim for my inside slip pocket. And I forget how big that is. So I'm going to have to look at that. Let me look at my piping. Okay. Made sure I left kind of a long piece to do my piping with. Right here, we're good. And, okay. Just a minute. Okay. I'm just going to cut it all together here. I always do it just a tiny bit longer than what's in the pattern, so I have a little bit of wiggle room for the piping, okay? You don't have to. It's just what I do. Usually I just do a folded strip of vinyl for my piping. I'm actually going to do cord in my piping this time. I really liked how it turned out on the first bag, so we'll go ahead and try it again. My cylinder arm foot got pretty dang close, so it worked fairly well. Okay, there are my piping strips. And then I need just my overlay for my slip pocket, which, let me just see. Lining, zipper, center, this one. How wide is it? Okay. So I'm just doing a 1-inch strip for the slip pocket. Right there. Beautiful. Okay, that's how much of the purple I used, guys. And I still have black vinyl. So this bag uses quite a bit of vinyl. So be prepared for like 2 full rolls when you make this bag. And then I'm going to need to restock that too now. Dang it. All right. Stepped away. I'm secret watching at work. Did you say what the pretty light purple fabric was? It is Orchid from Tulip Bee. All right, here we go. We got the black pieces to cut out next. I'm like, is this the same? No. This has like a shine and this doesn't. I want the shine. I want this one. All right, so I need my gusset and a few other things. I think this is still Tulip Bee, and I think this is the shiny. I'm not sure all the different names yet, but I'm pretty sure this is Tulip Bee as well. I need to change my blade. Just a second. Hold, please. I got a pack of blades off of Amazon, and I feel like it's a pack of duds. One of them like kept skipping. You know how sometimes they have like a little notch in them and they skip? And then that one just got dull really fast. Obsidian. Yes, Rose, thank you. This one is obsidian. You are right. That sounds right. Oh, much better. There's one. I can hear the wind blowing out there. It sounds crazy. We're definitely getting a storm blowing in. All right, so you just need 2 of those. What's nice is you only have to do the whole rounded gusset thing on the exterior of the bag. The inside lining is just a boxed lining and you drop it in. So you only have to do that whole process once on this bag. Well, I mean, once for each side. All right. My exterior front slip pocket. How do you dispose of your used blades? Sometimes I save a container and put them back in there. I just threw it in this bag. Probably shouldn't have done that, but sometimes I put it back in an old container. Okay, it's my front slip pocket. What else have we got? Back panel bottom. The clear weights are from Amazon. I have no idea if they're still offered on there, but they would be on my Amazon list. I got them a long time ago. Like 5 years ago. So you can look on my list though. That's where they would be. Alright, so we'll need a lining one of those as well. I'll pull out some of the pieces after I'm done doing this and get all my ones that I need to do linings for as well. Alright, and then we want our bottom of our bag. Started putting mine in an old plastic container when my son cut his hand pretty bad. He was pushing down the garbage. Yeah. Sometimes I do that. I try not to do that in these trashes because I know I have needles and sharp things. Yeah, that's always a worry. The weights are still in stock. That's awesome. All right, I've probably helped sell half of their inventory with these videos. I'm sure people always want the weights. Okay, that's my bottom exterior. And then what have I got? Back panel middle and my zipper tabs. Okay. Oh, I only need one. Whoops. That's okay. I use the belt weighted that divers use. Huh. Okay. How did I not do that right? Oh my goodness, you guys. My brain's not working currently. Oh my gosh, I know what I'm doing. You guys, so true story. I woke up at 4:30 this morning and I couldn't fall back asleep for the life of me. And I think finally it's hiding. I'm using this and looking at the wrong number here and not looking at this number. I'll use that for the zipper tabs. Oh my goodness. Whew. All right, this side here. Oh my goodness. I swear that's what I've been looking at, but maybe not. Wow, that took me way too long. I'll definitely be taking a nap this afternoon, but I woke up at 4:30 and I could not get myself to fall back asleep for the life of me. So I was just like, okay, I guess this is it. This is what we're doing. So I might be hitting a wall. That's funny. My sister does the same thing. I envy people who can sleep in. All right, these are zipper tabs for the back of the bag. Pay attention to which handle option you're doing because your zipper tab length varies depending on which handle option. If you're doing the handles that go all the way down, your zipper tabs are bigger. Maybe it's the gummy vitamins, maybe. All right. Are we done with black? I think we are. Right? Done. Beautiful. Lining time. Let's do it. So for this, I've got gray too. I got to decide what I want. Or which one. My scrap buckets are getting pretty dang good down here. All right, here we go. Hi from Ireland, enjoying a glass of vino and watching you on my birthday. Happy birthday! I hope it's been a good day. All right, so for this piece here, the lining main panel side, you need to mirror it. So I like to just fold my piece, you know, right sides together or wrong sides together, put my pattern piece on top and cut out the two pieces at the same time, and that gives you a mirrored piece. I'm gonna go get my blade tool real quick. Is there somebody else with a birthday? Oh, Estrella, it's your birthday too? Happy birthday. Happy birthday to all the birthday people. Okay, so I'll need to do that one more time. I'll tell you, this is going a lot quicker than the first time I cut this pattern out. Second time always goes faster. Okay, so there's my 4 side pieces, 2 each mirrored. Okay. Running out of clips. Alrighty. What else do we have here? Let's get some of my bigger pieces. Zipper pocket lining. I'm going to do in gray. Lining, main center panel. I'll do this one. Okay, just need one of those. All right, double pocket piece. So this is my slip pocket. That's going to be my gray. Back zipper pocket lining, all doing this. Susan, the first bag that I cut out for this seriously took me all day. It took me all day to figure it out and what was where, and it wasn't a fast process, and it kind of hurt my brain. So I'm just saying the first time always takes a second, but once you figure out what all the pieces are about and what goes where, it goes a lot quicker. That's how any pattern is though. So don't get too frustrated the first time you attempt this bag. Just know that the next round will go a lot quicker. All right. And then I need to repeat some of those pieces that had exterior pieces on them. Okay, this front slip pocket on the fold. I want to do it, yeah, I'll do it with this one. This bag did take me forever to cut out, right, Heather? Yeah, I mean, seriously, the first go around at this bag, I was down here pretty much in and out all day cutting it out. So I'm glad I didn't do the first round on a video because there's no way I would have figured it all out. All right, so this piece. Do here. Hi, Judy. Happy lunch break. Okay, front. Let me dig through. I have a couple of exterior pieces that needed linings to them as well. This one. And this one. think that's it. Okay, just these two. So my zipper panel, I'm going to do with this. Okay, so that's my lining side of my zipper panel. So I've got all 4 of those now. And then I need to come back to this. Back panel bottom needs a lining. Looks like I have just enough of this, guys. This print has lasted me quite a while. I've used it on a lot of different bags. It's a good print. She has it in different colorways too. This is a Wonderground print. It's super cute. I'd also have a dozen cuts by now. She made me cringe a few times. Sorry. I'm kind of a professional when it comes to this. I'm used to it. Okay. As you'll notice, I close my blade every time. I'm in the habit, anytime I put my blade down, it is closed. So, just FYI to those people worried about that. I'm really good about closing my blade. All right, so I think that's all of this print. And then I'm going to cut a couple of gray pieces out. And then I'm done with material. But we're going to do some interfacing too real quick. Check out Marie's question above. There was a tote that you made for a friend using his father's old waders. What was his reaction when received? Oh, he absolutely, him and his whole family all reached out to me and said how much they loved it and how much they appreciated it. And he said, you know, he'll have his father with him every time he goes fishing. It was really sweet. He loved it. He said it was beyond his expectations. So that's a good thing. He, yeah, really liked it. So it turned out good. Yeah, for those of you who haven't seen, I, a couple weeks back, got a pair of waders from an old family friend's father who had passed away, his fly fishing waders. And I cut them up and turned them into a really big tote that he could take fly fishing with him. And I did the whole thing on a couple lives, and it was a really fun project. I actually really enjoyed it, and it turned out amazing. It was pretty cool. All right. So one of those, this is the slip pocket for the inside of the bag. And then I just have my zipper pocket lining, and then we're done. Cool. And then I'll show you how I'm going to interface it. I really liked the way my first bag came out with the way I interfaced it, so I think I'll do it that way again. And it was very simple. I'm pretty much using the same type of materials, so there's no reason to change anything. I did put some extra Decaville Light. It wasn't recommended in the pattern, but I went ahead and put some Decaville Light on my handle connectors. because that's the last thing you want ripping on a bag. I kind of do that no matter what anymore. All right, so there's my lining. Guys, we got it all. Cut it all out. Whoop, whoop. All right, I'm going to turn on my heat press real quick, and we'll do the couple of cuts of Decaville and all that kind of good stuff. Okay, done. All right, so what I did for interfacing on this bag was I did Peltex on the base, and then she has stabilizer pieces, which are awesome. Can you tell me where you purchase your weight for the material? I'm not quite understanding the question. My weight for the material? My pattern weights are Amazon. They're on my Amazon list, if that's what you're referring to. Let me know if that's not correct. All right, so I'm going to cut out my bottom stabilizer piece. All right, and then I'll be cutting, so I'll sew this onto my bag, onto my base piece. I'll just top stitch it on, and then I will do the foam on it as well. I used self-adhesive foam for this bag. It worked out great this time around. I don't always love the sticky, it's the peel and stick type foam. I don't always love it in projects when it's in all of your stitching, but this bag, it's pretty much out of my seam allowance. You put it on after you piece the pieces together. So after your front and back panels are done and your piping's on your side, you take all of your exterior pieces and put on your foam. So I did use, I'll show you what I used. And I think for my flap, oh, you know what? I did Peltex in my flap as well. So let me put some Peltex. Let me cut some Peltex out. I did Peltex in my flap. You could do your flap however you want it. You could do Decaville. You could do fleece. I did Peltex in my first one, and I liked the end result. So we'll do that again. Okay, so there's my flap stabilizer, my bottom stabilizer. All right, so for this bag, I got this foam from Fabric Therapy. It is a pretty thick foam, and it's a peel and stick, okay? I don't recommend this for every project. A lot of machines have issues with the adhesive on the backs of these type of interfacings. So you need to be familiar with what your machine can handle. My machine does fine with it. I sit there and wipe it off with an alcohol wipe every few stitches though, when I know I'm sewing through it, so it doesn't get sticky and build up in there, because it can totally mess with your stitches. Like I said, this bag, I only maybe sewed through it when I was sewing the side panels and the bottom together, just a little bit for the top stitching. And then other than that, it's pretty much out of my seam allowances, and it gave it a really nice shape. So you don't have to use this foam, but this is what I am going to do for this bag. So take that as you will. Like I said, I don't recommend this for every project. I think it's very project specific depending on what you're making. All of the adhesive stuff, the stuff with the sticky backing, it can really mess up your stitching. So just kind of be aware of, maybe test it out on your machine and see what your machine can handle. I have to use a bigger rotary on this because it is so thick. Okay. I'm going to cut one more of those out. Is it okay to do a Frankenstein with a Decaville? I do it all the time with SF101. The Decaville, if you're going to be turning your piece a lot, turning and burning with that Decaville on the back of there, it might come up and it might wrinkle and might not work very well. So I think it depends on what you are putting it on exactly, if that makes sense. If you're going to be manipulating the material quite a bit, I wouldn't piece it. This foam is from Fabric Therapy. I know a lot of different shops carry the self-adhesive interfacings now. So I know they're offered in quite a few places. All right, so there's my 2 side pieces. And then I want my bottom piece here. I'm just gonna, that trace, fits perfect. I'm just gonna do it the same size as my base stabilizer on top of that. And I got this a while ago from Nancy at Fabric Therapy, so not sure what her recent stock is of it. Not sure. All right, so there's my Peltex and my foam for my base, okay? All right, last piece is my main front and back panel pieces. I'm just going to use a ruler. So this is a drop-in lining. So the stabilizer measurements that she gives you keeps the stabilizer out of that top area for your drop-in, which is nice. Karen, yeah, it messes with a lot of machines. That's why I'm like, use at your own discretion, because some machines hate materials like this, which we have learned at retreats, unfortunately. So really kind of be aware of what your machine can handle. Test it out. Yeah. All right. So the other option is to use regular foam. You would have to try to adhere it, or, you know, use a bunch of tape to stick it. You could individually do like Decaville to your pieces. It's just really hard. You could do the individual pieces, but you're going to have to figure out what it is out of all the seam allowances. There's different ways you can interface this bag. So this is just the way that I found worked for me the first time around. So I'm going to do it again. Okay. And then I think that's all I'm going to do. So I'm actually not going to heat press anything. I will in a little bit. So let's go over all of our pieces and we'll be done. All right, so we just did all of our stabilizers. So the only other things I would stabilize, I'm just going to show you on the bag. The other things I would stabilize are these handle connectors here. I put a strip of Decaville Light down my connectors on each side if you're doing connectors. In the pattern, she has you do stabilizer in your handle. I think on this next bag, I'm just going to do stabilizer down here in the bottom part of my handle on each side. And then I'll put stabilizer on this bottom part of this handle as well, of these connectors as well. And that's it. Those are the only extra little pieces of interfacing that you really need on this bag. But do you see, like, the foam that I used just gave it such a great shape. I really do like how it worked on this bag. I was just looking at this rivets kind of set funky. Anyways, that's it, guys. Oh, I was gonna go over our pieces. All right. So, stabilizer. All right, so here's all of our handles. Is it bound or birthed? It is a drop-in lining, Jody. Okay, these are my this is my strap loop because I'm doing a buckle on this next one. I've got 2 buckle connectors. Not sure which piece this is. Oh, no, I'm not sure. My 2 handles, and then my longer handles, I'm doing double-sided double-sided handle. So I have a shorter one and a longer one. I've got my 2 piping pieces. Okay, those are all like my handles and straps and stuff. And then we have all of I have my zipper pocket lining and my slip pocket for the inside. My back panel bottom, I have exterior and a lining. My zipper panel, so the top zipper panel piece, I have 4. I have 2 lining, 2 exterior. My front slip pocket, there's 2 pieces. One is at the fold, and one is just the piece. So you should have lining A and B. So 2 pieces for that front slip pocket. That's the pocket under this flap right here. My back zipper pocket lining for the back of the bag. My lining main center panel for the lining. I have 4 of these side pieces for my lining, and they're mirrored. Okay, so you should have 2 sets of mirrored pieces. I have 2 zipper tabs for this back zipper right here. My back panel middle, which is this piece right here. My bottom piece of the bag, so my bottom. My front slip pocket exterior, so this piece right here is this piece. My 2 gusset pieces. This is my slip pocket top. My lining contrast band, I have 2 of those. And I like to match, so the contrast band is this piece right here. I like to match whatever my zipper panel is, so when you look in the bag, it's all one piece and it kind of flows together. So I like to match this, this, and this. So my panel top is the purple as well right here. My lining zipper pocket on the inside are these 2 pieces, and that's because it's like that, right? Okay. And this zipper pocket doesn't go all the way down to the bottom. It stops. It just goes right there. Okay. It's just the outside lining piece that goes all the way down. Could this be done as a birthed bag? I'm bad at drop-ins. It probably could. It's pretty hefty though, so I wouldn't use foam if you're going to do a birthed bag, if that makes sense. I have 2 flap panel pieces. My front panel bottom, which is this piece right there, is my rose piece. And then all my stabilizers. That's it. That's all we got, guys. That is the Brunella. I will go grab hardware for this bag. I haven't decided what color of hardware. Carol, I'm glad. Yeah, sometimes it helps to visualize what piece goes where, right? Because there's kind of a lot of little pieces to this bag. That's hard to understand. Yeah, I'll go pick out the hardware and that's it. Right, Sarah? Second time around cutting it went way faster. I'm telling you, the first time I cut this bag, it took me all day. But now that I understand where all the pieces go and how they all get put together, it's a lot easier. And I'll try and explain as I sew it up which pieces I'm putting on at what time. I'll tell you the name of the pattern piece and all that kind of good stuff, so you can kind of follow along that way as well. And I'll either hop on tonight, depending on my energy level, or tomorrow during the day, and we'll get as far as we can. I'm guessing we'll just get the exterior done in one sew, and then the next day we'll do the rest of the bag. I figured a live 2-part sew would be kind of fun rather than doing a long tutorial pre-recorded. It's just easier for my time. So that's what I'm doing. So I hope you all join. I will always post the link before I go live on my Facebook group, SiahSwag Bags. Yeah, to give people a heads up. Make sure you turn on your notifications for my channel. If your notifications aren't on, you won't get notified when I go live. So make sure that is turned on. And thank you, Kasaya, for your patience with silly questions and your inspiration. You're welcome, Misty. No question is too silly. All right. Thank you, guys. Have a fabulous Tuesday. Have a fabulous Tuesday. And we'll talk to you later. We'll see you later. Bye.